world, and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications, and outdoor stuff with knives. I'm busy with a video on these two, the Fisherman and the Angler by Victorinox, but I still need to show you part 2 of this thing. Anyway, so I reformed it again, weight formed it again, so it sits higher, because otherwise it's too difficult to get in and out of the sheath while in my pocket. This thing I'm not going to take out. I'm going to take this thing that is part of a U-bolt, 2 brass bolts and a keychain that my son actually made. And I'm going to tie it on here just as a counterweight, so when it's in my pocket, it keeps the knife where I want it, because I'm not going to do belt loops and things and whatnot and clips and stuff. And now, before we get to that part, I'm going to wax this thing, but I want a thick, hard wax. Something that's going to give it structure for a while. Okay, so I'm going to use organic virgin coconut oil. You see, it's this hard white stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use that with some beeswax beads. Now, this stuff is from 2 million years ago, so good luck finding it. But, okay, it melted a bit. It's very hot where I live, but it used to be little things like that. So I put about twice as much beeswax in a little Zambak container, just a little tin with this stuff, and that's the only thing we're going to use. And once it's nice and liquid, I'm going to paint it on here nice and thick. Okay, I'm making some fixing wax. This is a very simple recipe. I will show that to you now, but this is what I'm going to put on my sheath. Okay, this stuff is nice and soft. It's only, what's that stuff? Coconut oil and beeswax, I'll show you. But I'm going to paint my thing with that now. Okay, so here's my beeswax what mixture. You see it's getting hard already at the bottom as it is. Oh, sorry, you can't see. As it is starting to cool. Now I'm going to paint it onto that thing. Just get it a bit closer. I have an old rag underneath. Yes, and like I said, nice and thick. Okay, I'm just going to take the knife out, but you get the gist of this whole episode. Okay, so this turned into a thick, gloopy story. But I'm going to leave it in the sun for a bit before I start buffing and polishing. I covered all the sides on this thing. Okay, and this is what my thing of whatever looks like now. Okay, as I'm braaiing today, this is my braai knife. This is actually an awesome knife. I should really sand the handle a bit. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a bit very blocky, but it's still awesome. Okay, so this thing has been lying in the sun and constantly being rubbed with this thing. And everything is soaked in here quite nicely. It's already looking nice and shiny. Even at the tops, it's sucked in quite a bit. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to leave this to keep doing its thing for a little bit more. Okay, you see, and it's keeping it straight in my band. Ugly but functional. Okay, and this is what this looks like now. This is what the makeshift lanyard looks like now. It's just to keep it upright in my pocket. And this thing works perfectly. I promise someday I'll sand the handle. Anyway, the little shoulders over here that was weight formed stops it from going too far, although it does have a welt. The welt is just a third piece of leather that's put in between the double pieces to keep it from cutting while you're doing this. So now it's rubbing against the leather and not against the stitching. Fantastic. Oh, and this is my leftover wax. Nice and hard like that. Sorry, my dog's trying to fight the tortoise. Shop. Let's have a fantastic week. Goodbye.